Hey guys, Steve from Resale Dojo back, and today we are be going over pricing strategies for DVDs and Blu-rays. These strategies you can also use for any products in general. I'm going to be going over high-level strategies just to help you move product quicker or move it more profitable. So stay tuned. So as you can see, we are on the eBay website. We're going to be looking at different items, looking up what they're currently priced for on eBay and also what the recent solds are as well. So the first item I'm going to look up is this Led Zeppelin Blu-ray, the song that remains the same. Now if you're using your app, you could just go ahead and scan the barcode there in the back. That's how I generally do it, but since I'm going to be showing this on YouTube, I wanted to use the website as well, just because it's a little easier to read for everyone. So Zeppelin, the song remains same, and then there's the Blu-ray. There it is. All right, so you could see we pull this up and we have 35 results for it. You could scroll through it and see a little bit all over the place when it comes to it. I'm going to look at lowest first. So you see new at $12. You could see pre-owned that's being bid at $8.50. Another new, another new, another new. So a lot of really cheap news. But one thing that you want to pay attention to is where it's coming from. So you can see these lower price news are coming from the UK. That one's from Canada, another UK, another UK. So the lowest new in the US, if you're a US shopper, is $15.99. Oh, at least that's right there. That would be it actually. This is probably 12, 15 plus shipping. Let's see what the shipping is on there. Yep, plus $4 shipping. So you can see $15.99 is the lowest new. And there's no lower pre-owned. So let's see what the lowest pre-owned is. $14.99 and $2.80 shipping. All right, so that is for how many are listed. Remember, there are 35 results up there. A lot of them are from overseas as well. So if you're a U.S. buyer, you're not most likely to be paying for GSP or overseas shipping, just because it's going to jack up that price a lot more. Next, I'm going to scroll down to completed. I should hit sold at the same time, and sold listings. So I want to see how many sold. And this item I actually had just sold recently myself. So what I always do when I look at comps, I go into solds and I go into ended recently, because I want to see where it's trending. And so the one that sold recently is mine. That is my copy, $13.95. So I had a used copy that I priced at $13.95. And as you remember, there was a new copy. The lowest that was listed was $15.99 or $15.95. So if new, you got to price a little bit lower. But I knew it didn't have to go too low based on what was out there in the market right there. So I wanted to move it quickly. I paid, I think, $2 for it. I'm like, I'm just going to move this thing quickly. I'm not going to try to battle all those news that are out there. And I sold it within a week for $13.95. Now look at that. There's the one from Canada that sold as well. Another new one, or another that's going to be used. Another used. Another new. So I actually did really well for myself. Let's see what were the totals out there. 53. So that's another thing you need to pay attention to. There was 35 listed, but 53 sold within the last 90 days. So if you put it up there, it's going to sell. There are not enough product for what the demand is that's out there. So as long as you price it right, it's going to sell right. Now you got to make sure that some of the competitors that you're going against don't have multi-quantities. I think there's probably a few multi-quantities, but I think those are more the UK guy that's out there. the Canada guy, I think, probably has a few as well, just based on the pictures that they're using. Uh, but if there are less items available than what's sold, you're able to demand a little higher price on there. Um, that's how I always think about it. If I see that the demand is high, I'm going to price it really high and get my price. Since this one I wanted to move quickly and it was pre-owned, I was going against a lot of guys with new. Um, I was still able to get $2 less than what the typical new is going for on this, and in a week. So people want it. They wanted to save a little bit of amount. They saved it by going pre-owned, and I was able to move my DVD or Blu-ray really quick on it. So that's just pricing strategies in general. When you see that demand that's super high and the available quantity is a lot lower, just know you're going to be able to stretch your margin a little bit more. If I had seen that the demand was maybe a third of what was listed, I would have probably priced that at like $11.95 or something like that, just so I was gonna be able to get out the door pretty quick on it. If I had a third of, if there was a third of the available inventory was selling every 3 months, right? You want to be priced lower, in the lower spectrum of what is available out there. Otherwise, you're going to be going, if you're not even pricing that lower third of what's available for that type of product, like say you're going look at used for used. If you're not pricing that lower third, you're going for sure more than 3 months, unless you just get lucky and someone buys you. Maybe they buy you because you have promoted listing. Maybe they buy you because you have really good feedback. You're really reputable. You have a better listing that looks a listing that looks a lot better than everyone else. But just think about that when you are listing. If the demand is a lot lower, you need to make sure you price lower so you are in the top percentile of lowest pricing out there. Now that we looked at that, let's look at the next one here. I just sold this one as well. I had this one listed for, I think, about a week as well. This one is Millennium. This is the complete first season. So let me see if I could sell or spell this correctly. I'm gonna have to look at it. My spelling and typing is never on point. Complete first season. So there we go. We got what is listed out there right now. You can see what's coming up best match for pre-owned. I'm going to go to pricing lowest first. So the lowest one that's out there is $14.99, free shipping. Box is a little worn. This one, $15.50. Box is really worn. Not as professional of a picture when it comes to it, right? You got that purple background, terrible box. It's going to be hard for them. That's why they had to price it low compared to everyone else. Look at these other ones out there. A lot all over the place when it comes to it. But it looks like people are playing around the $15 to $16 range for your pre-owned. Then you got new at $19.99. Did we have any other news that were here? No other news. So the lowest new is $19.99. There's another new at $27.64, $28. But you can see, let's look at the totals. There was 28 total results. The lowest priced out there was $14.99 for pre-owned, $19.99 for new. Now we're going to go and look at solds. And we're going to look at latest or ended recently. And the one on top is actually mine. This is mine. That is my listing. Not the best picture that I had. A lot of times I will stand these up and maybe put it on a little bit of an angle that you can't really tell here, and then take the picture coming in, then take a front picture, side, back, side, maybe put these out, sprawl them across. That's my picture. That'll be a different video as well, but still a pretty good picture there compared to some of the other ones that were a little janky as we looked at before that didn't look as professional. So this is for the first season. As you can see, I got $17.95. If you remember, we went back and looked at it. The lowest out there is $14.95. There's a lot in the 16s. Mine was $17.95. Now, how I got to that price in my head was I saw what the competition's listings looked like. I know what my feedback is. I have, I think, 2,300 feedback, 100% feedback on there as well. And I know that I'm a reputable seller. So I looked at the listings, looked how they had them out there. I was able to price it a little bit higher than where they're at. I priced it underneath the new by a few dollars, and I actually moved it pretty quickly. So remember that I was at $17.95. Look at all these news at $19.99. Look at the other used out there. They're all lower than me. There's another one at $17.95 that sold 2 weeks ago. Someone got $24.99. That was a great sale on theirs. Not even the best pictures as well. But I do like that they showed everything. But as you can see, someone got $19.95 there. Maybe the market was a little stronger a few weeks ago on it, but I was moving it. So I got $2 less than what most of the new are going currently. And I moved it within a week. I think I paid like $4 for this and turned it into $17.95. It's going to go out media mail for $2.80. So a nice return on investment for that for just a week time of waiting on it. One thing, let's look at it again. There are 38 or 37 that have sold in the last 90 days. I should undo sold. There's 28 available. So that's how I knew that I was going to be able to price it a little bit higher and closer to the news. For this one, there are less available than what are selling in the 90 days. So you could demand up on that price. I didn't have to price the lowest on there. I just had to look good compared to what the news were since mine was used. So let's look up a very common DVD. Let's look at Frozen. Now, I wouldn't sell this one because I don't think that there's any money on this. Maybe if you have the 2 DVD set, this would be one that I'd hope to get for like 25 to 50 cents and bundle it with a bunch of other DVDs from Disney or children's movies, just to get the ASP up higher. I wouldn't really go for this one. But I want to show you guys what maybe more of a flooded market of DVDs look like. So as you can see here, 4,300, almost 4,400 available Frozen DVDs. Now some of these may be a combo pack, some may be Frozen 1, Frozen 2, right? We see a little bit of everything here. I'm going to go look at solds. Under Frozen DVDs, you could see half of what was available has sold in the last 9 days. So if you price on the high end, just let's pretend all of these are the same DVD and not like some different mix that we have in here. Say that they're all in the same DVD. If you had that ratio of 2 to 1, 2 to 1 of available to solds, and you priced at the high percentile, say you priced in the top 90th percentile of that DVD, you're trying to stretch as much margin as possible that you could get out of it. Your expectation to sell this, if no other new product, no other new listings were put in during this whole time, say this was like in a box, no more new listings were, that's all that was available, that's all the demand was, you're probably selling it in 6 months because you're looking at a 90-day snapshot of what was sold and what is available. So if you're wanting to make a ton of margin, you're waiting a long time, right? That is the slow dime mentality when it comes to versus the fast nickel. If you guys have heard that strategy before, so if you want to move this within 3 months, you better price that in the lower third percentile of what is available uh, out there of available inventory on eBay. Now, for myself, I would price it probably in the lower 5 to 10 percentile just because I wouldn't want this one to be held in my inventory since so many are selling all the time. First, I wouldn't have put it in my inventory, but just because of the low ASP and because it's a flooded market when it comes to it. So that's a way to think about it when it comes to when you see 2-to-1 ratio of what's available versus what is sold. Um, if you're looking to recoup that money real quick, make some quick profit, price it in the lower third, and then you're most likely going to sell that within that first 3 months. If you're looking to um, you're just stockpiling inventory. You got it super cheap. Maybe you got it free. And you're like, hey, I could wait out my margin on it. Go ahead, price it in the top 25% percentile of it and just wait it out and just watch where the market goes. Most likely for a DVD like this, for that type of series, the price is going to keep on coming down. There's no rarity out there, especially for this. Disney Plus is out there, so people are able to get it streaming right now. That's another reason why I wouldn't price it too high. So I hope you guys like this really quick tutorial of where to price DVDs. This also works for all types of products on eBay. Not only on eBay, when you're looking at Mercari, Poshmark, all other platforms, just commerce in general. That is the way to think about your pricing when it comes to how quickly you want to move it, what does the market look like, and can it bear the price that you are thinking and the margin that you're thinking in your head. If you want more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you leave a thumbs up if you haven't. Please comment below what you thought about this and if you want more of these type of pricing strategy videos. This is an expertise of mine. I was a strategic pricing manager for many years in the corporate world. I priced products for over a decade and just really know the ins and outs when it comes to it. And I'm trying to keep this simple when it comes to e-commerce and eBay for you guys. So if you guys want me to go more in depth on pricing, put more of these out there, more examples, I would be happy to put it out because I actually really love this type of stuff and would love to share it with all you guys. So thank you guys for joining me. Thank you guys for watching this video and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.